Hello and welcome to LiveLifeCafe. So today what we're gonna do is, I was just watching a TED video while it was discussing about how to read music, and then it struck me I shouldn't be using my iPad learning anymore. I should start reading music. Okay, so as I have mentioned in the series before, I have had some learnings of music in my previous attempts to be good at the piano or the keyboard, whichever. So I know a little bit of basics about the music keyboard as well. If you say being expert is scale of 10, I'm maybe 1.5 kind of a thing. So I was just looking for my notes, and by the way, my iPad is out of charge again because I've not been using. So I have this note. I used to attend this YouTube class by a guy called Furmancyzk. You can check him out. He has a really nice class, by the way. So I made notes. So I'm just going to go through these notes myself just to relearn it and maybe share whatever is there possible. So to start off with, you have staff where you have basically 5 lines, and then you have those 5 lines which you see. I think you should be able to see it. I feel a little bit like this. I'm going to switch off this for now, and then so you have these 5 lines, right? This basically 1 2 3 4 5, and in between you have these 4 spaces, and then these are called bar lines, and this is called a bar line. This is called staff. Horizontals are called staff, vertical is called a bar, and then you have the bar lines which signifies end. Okay, and then you have the treble clef, the bass clef, and there is this alto clef as well when it comes to pure music, but then that's not really applicable, which I happen to learn from the TED video which I just watched. Anyways, so that is there, and then we have the grand staff, which basically includes the treble staff and the bass clef. Basically, from one bar to another bar is called a measure. Okay, so basically from one bar to another bar is called measure. So this is where all of this is gonna lie. Okay, and this was the funny thing which he was giving for anyone to remember the keys. But then, as we have been doing, right, we have the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, which is basically the tonic so far. Actually, the key starts from A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So these are the 7 alphabetical order which is there. And then anyways, the 5, when it comes to C starts from here: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So the line has a key. The in between the lines has a key, and then the line, and then so on. So C, D, E, F, G. So it says just on the lines. This Furmancyzk was teaching us like every good boy deserves fudge, right? And then what is this? Away flag. Oh, green birds don't fly away. Every good boy deserves fudge. It's very random. I don't think this is exactly. You can come up with some other thing which is better for you. But the key is on the lines, on every staff there is a key. And in between every staff there is also a key. This is some hard notes which I checked out. Not really important at this point, but anyways, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I'm just teaching myself as I'm doing this. Basically, I don't remember anything actually. So it's just a reminder for myself. C, D, E, F, G. So basically, it starts with this left thing. This bass clef is this side of the hand, and the treble clef is this side of the hand, basically. So let's say somewhere around, if I play my bass clef over here, I'll be playing this thing over here, right? And then if you add any lines like this one, it's called ledger lines, which I've noted over here. Notes values. So ID number is this. Whenever you have a 0 written on the line, that's a whole note, which is this. Half note is basically this. Quarter is the fulfilled ones. 8 is with this thing. 16 is 2. 32nd is 3, and also 64th 128. I don't think which is really practical usage anymore. So that is there, and then the stem direction. The stem basically this part, right, should extend towards the middle line. At the middle it can be in any direction as per. Okay, it's basically whenever you're drawing the stem, right, it's the same, but then it just should point towards this middle line basically. In the middle one you can write it however convenient it is. What is the time signature? So time signature is written in next to the clefs. It looks like something like 3, 4, how many beats for bar. So this is the beat and this is the ID number. Here quarter note is 1 beat. Okay, so when the top one is the beat, which is basically like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4 beat thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a 3 beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. That will be 2 beat, but in this case it's a 4 beat. And then by this we mean to say quarter note is a beat in this case. So quarter note will be this. Full half note. So in this case, if a quarter note is written on the this is E line, if a quarter note, let's say for example in this, if you take this example and saying that the quarter is on 1 note, so this will be played like, so if I just try playing, that's a zoom. This is my treble clef. Okay, so I have an E over here, E, so which is E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and F, right? So you have quite a lot of keys over here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9 keys. So I'm starting with E, 2, F, 9 keys, right? 9 keys. Okay. So if I play this one, so it's gonna be like, keyboard can give a beat, by the way. So I want a 4 beat. If I just look for beats, a tempo. It's called metronome here. There's a beat running 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me make it very slow. Tempo is 60. So let's go ahead with that tempo. So if that's the tempo, so let's rebrand. This is so since in this case the ID number is 4, so a quarter note, which is a quarter note is this is a full key. So that in that beat, this, so this is an F. Right, that would be like if you have that is a beat, right? But in this case, this is an 8th note. So in 8th note, in this case, will be 2 8th note will be forming a half note is going to be like. So if you just consider this true, right? Let's say this is on line, right? So it's gonna be. If I take this tree, I think this tree is fine. Let's assume a 4 beat will be formed by 2, 3. I'm not taking this, basically this will be a 4 bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna be like So this thing only, right? So without this one, so without this one as well. This is a 4 beat. So let's say 1 2 3 4, right? So this is a B line, B, C, so it's gonna be like, you got it? So basically, because we have a 4 4 over here, it's a 4 beat, which will like the 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, right? And then if this 4 time ID over here is ID number over here says a quarter note is 1 full beat, basically. So this is a quarter note, a half note, right? So if a quarter note is 1 beat, then a half note will bring 2 beats on its name. And then let's say, for example, there's a whole note over here that will be in itself be 4 beats. So let's say there's a circle over here, it will be like 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. That's how it should be working, right? So in this case, again, if we play, ignore this one, or we can even play it. It's just a 2 on the same beat. So let's do it like this, right? So if you play that one, it's gonna be like E and C. This is actually a half note, so it has to be played half notes are supposed to be played like, say for example, this is E, right? Like that. That's the way it should be playing. For a half note, it's like not a full beat, I mean half a beat. So it should be like that. Okay, let's do it like that. Half a Okay, got it. So I think you should be gaining a little bit by now regarding this thing. Just turn up my metronome for now. Okay, so that is there, and I've like gained that. So if a quarter note is worth 1 beat, a half note will be 2 beats, and 4 beat for a whole note, and so on. I think usually a quarter note will be a beat, by the way. And just this is just like, see, it's just a representation over here where I've just signify for a 4/4 time signature. time signature. I think it's called time signature. Yeah, it's called time signature, where this is the beat and this is ID number. If a quarter note is 1 beat, then a whole note will be 4 beat. Half note will be 2 beat, right? So that's good to know. And then it's important to know that it starts with E and F, and then here it's like G and A. So basically in the bass clef it has to be G. So just remember that in the treble clef it will be like E to F, E to F, right? And then in the bass clef it will be G to A. Right? It's important to just know this. I just know the endpoints of both of them, so it will help. Anyways, it's time signature, kind of good with it immediately. Tempo, control the speed of the beat, which is the one which I just used. The tempo, right? You can speed up the that beat thing. Usually expressed in terms of tempo making is usually expressed in terms metronome is the one which is that. This metronome thing is tempo. Usually in sheet music we use 72 for a note. We have 72. So they usually, that means 72. Basically the 72 is the most usual, like commonly used. Okay, rest. So a whole rest is basically, so that means no pressing of anything. A whole rest is this, half rest is up, and a quarter rest is this. 8 rest, 8 rest, 16 rest. If you want 32nd rest, it will be like this. So just know that the whole rest is below, right? Half is just the opposite, so whole rest is below, and then the half quarter rest is that thing. That's fine. Just this thing, scribbling thing. It's fine. So I'll just have this practice of it again. Regular note, dotted notes. Dotted note, they extend the note value by 50%. Half, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Quarter, 1. This is time signature of 4/4, by the way. We just have 2. Triplets. Triplets, or with slur. Beret. This is quarter, and this is an 8th note. An 8th note together forms a quarter, and then they can also be formed with the mid part of it. This is a half note with 2 quarter. Duple time versus compound time. Strong and weak. Notice strong and weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, weak. It's basically what duple time and compound time. Compound time and duple time. Duple time says 2, 2, 3, 6, 9, 2, 4, 2 duple time. Okay, basically just 2 and 3 times this way. 10 duplex, 10x compound. The bars, 10x duplex, duple time. I'm just doing the awoke with the finishing beat. I think if I know this thing, I can basically start playing all this duple, quadruple, triple, strong, medium, strong, weak, medium, weak, strong, weak, quadruple time, triple time, duple time. Okay, duple time, triple time. Yeah, it's a 3. Quadruple time, huh? This is a little bit professional stuff. I think I can live without all these things for now. All I just need is basic playing. This is ABCD, flat, sharp, natural, down 1 semitone, switch up 1 semitone, cancels sharp and flat, natural, so it's C sharp, all called accidentals and last for 1 measure. Okay, so basically a bar cancels that. This will still be C sharp. Okay, so a C sharp, this is C. So this is going to be C sharp, right? And then a bar. Okay, there will not be a flat. You have E flat, D flat and C sharp are basically the same. E flat, D sharp. Okay, that's good to know again. Drawing them. Chromatic same, diatonic. Yeah, that's the one we just said. A sharp and B flat are the same, right? So A sharp. If you do a B flat over here, it'll be the same. And diatonic is A and A sharp. Okay, which is a representation. Chromatomic is on the same. Diatonic is on A sharp, or you can either put it as, which applies the same. Just say where you draw them in the space, but slightly the same tone is in harmonic notes. That is, say space, that is where same and different space respectively, whole tones. And that part is again same. Okay, let's just start by practicing major scales. Okay, this is one thing. Tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone. Oh yeah, this is kind of like important. This is where we were saying C, F, G, A, B, C. So it's basically tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone. Major scale. Tone, C. G major, this is a C major, so this is where I'm going to play most of it for now. This treble clef, this C, then C over, this is for F, this is for G, but I'm going to play here most. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, tone, tone, semitone. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. When it says semitone, in itself is semitone, doesn't have any semitones. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. as well sometime in the future. Minor scale, yeah. So there are 3 minor scales: natural, harmonic, and melodic. I think I will not look into this in depth so much right now. I don't think it's required. Key signatures. Let's not look at the sharp bit of it. Oh yeah, there is this sharp definition of this one. So order. Father Charles goes down and spell. I'm not exactly getting the point of this thing. Okay, on the F line and C space, therefore D, F sharp, A, B, C, sharp, D. Major D scale, major. Okay. That's interesting to know. I will, one of those things, I do have the circular fifths. I will have to look into this a little bit. Like piece, pass apart, upbeats. All these things are very technically soundness. I don't think I have to do all this. Try having something to read up as soon as possible and try reading the music keyboard as we go along. Maybe it's sonata is here. 2-4. Okay, if this is sharp or flat, then that means you should be playing. Sorry. When the key signatures on the F line and C space, therefore D, F sharp, A, B, C sharp, D. Okay, what am I doing? So this is the problem with me when I'm doing something. I tend to, this is the real stuff. What I'm really learning also, that there is this time when I just zone out, so that's very bad. That is some pre-built. So Father Charles goes down and sparrow. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. The bell ends and down goes Charles' father. Okay, I think that was a little bit slightly too technical. So this is, if I just play this little note over here, so if you remember, so it's gonna be an F, C sharp, and along those lines you play the sharps. So if I play this, I hate this that key. Okay, I'm yawning a lot, maybe. I don't really relate to that. I think that's kind of good for tonight. I'm like becoming a little tired. Anyways, I think it's fine after quite a long time. I'm happy, and good night.